So, Kristalina, I want to ask you about supply chain costs and the role that they're playing. We've all been following the attacks by the Houthis in Yemen on shipping in the Red Sea. That's had a significant impact on insurance rates and global shipping rates. Could you describe what larger effect that has on the global economy? And
Uh,
I want to add an additional question. Is what we're seeing now with the diversion of some ship traffic from danger areas, the resulting higher costs, is that a snapshot of the new normal in the world where we're just going to have upsetting factors like the Houthis firing missiles or some other development that the world economy is just going to have to cope with?
uh, Let me start with the immediate problem that comes from the attacks of the Houthis in the Red Sea and how that impacts traffic in the Suez Canal. We monitor the impact on a virtually daily basis. And what I can say is that in January this year, vis-a-vis January last year, it is almost half less traffic through the Suez Canal. What does it mean? It means ships are taking 3,200 miles longer travel. That adds 9 days. And as you said, insurance costs are going up. For now, this has implications, but not of the magnitude that would significantly derail growth projections for the world economy. The impact is more localized. It is the most severe for the country that relies on revenues from the Suez Canal, on Egypt. They're losing $100 million plus per month because of what is going on. And of course, it adds a bit of pressure on prices, not yet to a point that I would say our projections for inflation globally are going to be corrected upwards, but it is a signal of the second part of your question. We are in a more shock prone world. And that means that surprises of this kind, either because of wars or because of climate impact. Let's remember that the Panama Canal is also in trouble there because of drought that has led to reducing the flow through the canal. And this more shock prone world means that we have to be in better position to face these repetitive shocks. And that takes me to maybe the most important point I would make on your show today. We learned a critical lesson over these last years that countries with strong fundamentals that have built buffers during good times withstand shocks better, the same way people with strong immune systems handled the COVID pandemic. And right now, globally, buffers are exhausted. And fiscal authorities have this unenviable job of having to tighten and build buffers at a time when the fight against inflation means growth prospects are softening. And this is happening when half of the world is going to vote. Particularly difficult time for that kind of necessary, critically necessary, I would say, decisions.